Well, well, well. As one scam comes to an end, so another begins. And what I'm talking about here is the Intellivision Amico and a new console called the Polium One. And we'll get to that a bit more in a minute, but let's first talk about the Intellivision Amico. And as you can see here, it says on Nintendo Life that the trademark for Intellivision Amico has been abandoned. And it says underneath, it's not looking good, folks. And indeed it's not. And it hasn't been looking good for months. And I know some people over on the Intellivision Amico Club Facebook page are still sitting in a circle holding hands and singing Kumbaya. But the rest of us, I think, realised that the writing was on the wall months ago, if not a year ago or more. But yeah, if we go down here, we can see the actual document here. It says, if we go down, you've got the serial number and all the rest of it. But under status, don't know if you can see this, it says abandoned because no statement of use or extension request timely filed after notice of allowance was issued. And then it goes on and says to view documents and stuff. But this is what it says in the article. Intellivision now has 2 months from the date of abandonment to file a petition to revive if it hopes to retain the trademark, though its inability to request any further extensions could perhaps be the clearest sign so far that the troubled console will likely never be released commercially. And when I read this, it prompted me to say on the Facebook club page, or the Intellivision Club Facebook page, whatever it's called, that I wondered how many nails would have to go into the coffin before these guys realised that there was a corpse inside. Because I think most of us have realised that there's been a corpse inside for quite some time. I looked at the unboxing they did and I thought that looks like a corpse. And let's be honest, it's dead and buried. And the worms are eating it at this point. But yeah, I'm sure some people will still continue. As I said in a previous video, some people will still be sitting there in 5 years' time, sitting around in a circle, expecting the Amico to come out. But I don't think it's coming out anytime soon. It's unfortunate. I was, for a while at least, looking forward to it. I thought it might be an interesting curio, if nothing else. But it appealed to a particular niche. It appealed to the retro community. And I think some of those people were quite on board with it, even those of them like me who jumped ship fairly early on. But this new console, this Polium One, seems to be appealing to a wholly different audience. And they seem to want to be down with the kids. So let's get on to that one now. And this is their webpage, the Polium One. And they've got a Twitter page as well, or a Twitter handle as well, if you want to check that out. And I'll put these down in the description. The Polium One says the next gen console for Web3 gaming. And we've got a really impressive looking controller here with a really flat top on the thumbsticks, which doesn't inspire confidence from the get-go, if you ask me. But let's just scroll down and talk about this as we go down, because I think this God, where the Amico at the beginning looked like it may have been an actual product. And, I know some people say that it was a scam from the beginning, but I think a lot of us thought it became a scam over time. And that's where I am with the Amico. With this, as far as I can see, is a scam from the get-go. And if we go down here, 4K Ultra HD scanner, ray tracing, up to 120 frames per second. Well, yeah, I could make a web page that says all that. It's a multi-chain console. Play games that are built on Immutable, whatever that is. Solana, Polygon. I don't recognize most of this. If you guys are into blockchain and all that kind of stuff, you probably know more about this than I do. I know nothing about it. But like I say, this all seems to me to be designed to appeal to the cool guys who are just as open to be scammed as the older guys who bought into the Amico. But you need to come at them with a different marketing spiel, a different recipe of snake oil. I like this one, clean dashboard. A clean dashboard for playing games quickly. And I look at this clean dashboard and I think, well, I could have made this clean dashboard. And in fact, I've made similar dashboards for my YouTube thumbnails. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but these games don't look particularly exciting to me. And I honestly, it leaves me cold. A clean interface for me means, and we want a fairly clean interface on consoles, but a clean interface like this makes me think that it's something that they haven't really thought about, because where's the functionality? Let's be honest, where's the functionality? And you look here, you've got wallet, store, marketplace, and this one here, I like this one here, this blue one on the right-hand side next to the pink settings icon, because I think they're giving the game away with this one. Because as you can see here, they're giving the finger to the people who might buy into this console. So I think they've already told us exactly where we are with this console. I think it's a scam, and I think they're telling us that it is. But let's go down a little bit further. It's a multilingual console. Okay? The console will run games in different languages. No, the console will run games that are built with a load of icons. So, yeah, I mean, you can tell me what these mean if you like. And then we get down to this controller, which I mentioned earlier, Polium One controller, a controller that is built for Web3 gaming. Woohoo! I'm excited. And as we see here, fingerprint scanner, wallet button to quickly access your wallet while in a game. Sorry, I was losing the will to live there for a minute. Haptic feedback, okay. Headphone jack to voice chat. Well, at least they've got that, which... Hello, Nintendo. But let's be honest, at least Nintendo have a product that's out in the field and it's selling and people can play games on. I'm pretty certain this is never seeing the light of day. And it's got a sensitive touchpad, so be careful that you don't hurt its feelings. And this flat thumbstick. Come on, guys. I mean, make an effort. You can tell when you look at this that these guys aren't interested in games in the slightest, because if you try and play a game on that, all you're going to end up doing is hurting your thumb. But anyway, now we get to the roadmap. And again, I could have written this. So we've got a roadmap for 2022 to 2024. Overview. Polium Pass, which is something to do with the blockchain, I believe. PFP airdrop. 2022 staking. 2023 game tag claim. So you can claim your game tag, presumably if you've already invested. Then you've got 2023 is the SDK. 2024 is the Polium wallet. And 2024... the Polium One. Yay! Yeah, okay. But if we go into console, we can see 2021 idea. So they had the idea last year, apparently, and they've been planning since last year. And 2022, they're currently apparently in the middle of the console design. Let's go back here. You want to have a rethink about these. You can have that one for free. But if you want to hire me as a consultant, I don't mind. You can pay me. Hardware development. Okay. Software development. When's this? 2022. So they're in the process of this at the minute, in the process of the hardware development at the minute. I think that might take a while. Just saying. Functional prototype. 2022 functional prototype. Hardware development. These guys are geniuses. This is going to be such a fast turnaround in the development cycle. Wow. I'm impressed. DFMA, which I wrote down because I wasn't sure what that was, and it stands for Design for Manufacturing and Assembly. In other words, the actual finished console. So they're doing all this, this year? Or maybe next year, because we're going into 2023 by the looks of it. And then manufacturing, that's going to be 2023, 2024. Ready for launch in 2024. So these guys, they must be a bunch of geniuses, because this is going to be some process of whatever it is they're producing. I don't know. Maybe I should be mad because this is a bloody scam. But yeah, okay. But let's get to the FAQ, because there's loads of information and it's going to take a while to go through the FAQ. I've already had a look at this. Frequently asked questions. What is the release date for the Polium One? Can you guess? We haven't got one. 2024 for holders. That's people who've already invested. And 2025 for public. You're going to see it in the shops in 2025. Yeah, of course you are. And then what games will be available during the launch? We are currently in talks with multiple game developers. We will list the games on Discord in the launch library channel. Of course you will. Of course you will. Because, you know, this thing launching in 2023, it's not going to take long to develop the games for it, is it? No, of course not. List of networks that will be compatible with the console and Ethereum. This is to do with the scam. I'm not going to go there. Unavailable countries. So these are the countries where you're not going to have the smoke and mirrors console, as opposed to us, where we are going to have the smoke and mirrors console. So let's have a look. We've got Belarus, Democratic People's Republic of Korea, Crimea, Sevastopol. Okay. Egypt, Iran, the Islamic Republic of, because, you know, we wouldn't want to not give it to the other Iran, Iraq, Morocco, Pakistan, Philippines, and Russia. Now, you know, Russia and Crimea, because Crimea is part of Ukraine, which has been invaded by Russia, are currently undergoing sanctions from everyone else. But these guys are you know, doing them a big favor and not including them in this scam. So I don't know, maybe that's another point against this company, because they seem to be favoring Russia by not foisting this crap upon them. But anyway, let's move on. Will the console have a warranty? No, because it's not going to exist. Yes, we will provide warranty information in 2023. Of course you will, when they release the console. Will the console be safe to use? Yes, when a user powers on. Oh, I'm not even going there. Will it be? Because it's not going to exist. What will be the specs? We aim to build a high-performance console. The specs you see on the site are not confirmed until we have a functional prototype, which they're still working on the plans for, and they haven't even began that process yet. Bear in mind it's coming out in 2023. When will we have a functional prototype? This will be a good one. This will be a good one. We are currently building the function. Oh, they are. They're currently building the functional prototype. Are they? Are they really? We will have a functional prototype in a few months. And this is a bit like when people talk about the singularity. You know, the singularity is 5 years away, and it always will be. This prototype is a few months away, and it always will be. Until they decide that they're going to shut up shop after they've taken some money off some people. So, yeah. The only thing missing from this is Phil Adams as the CFO or the CEO. And I wouldn't be at all surprised to see him turning up there at some point. But, yeah, I have no idea whether he will or not. But, yeah. So we have the end of the Amico and the beginning of the Polium One. And, yeah, you probably get the idea. I think neither of them are going to see the light of day. But as ever, you may think differently to me. And if you do, let me know in the comments and we can discuss it there. In the meantime, no, I'm going to bugger off, get myself a cup of tea and go and lie down once again in a dark room. And I'll speak to you guys in the next one. Bye.